G'day everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome to another NBA 2K20 Myteam video. Obviously by the title of this video is going to be about how I made my MT. Obviously you can see in the top right hand corner how much I have, just about 4 million, hopefully I'll get there soon. And you see I've got my VC there as well. But yeah, I'm just going to be running you through some tips, so I hope you guys enjoy and let me know in the comments if these helped you, or if there's some other methods that I haven't mentioned. Make sure to help each other out down below in the comments. Appreciate it. Make sure to also like and subscribe. Thanks guys. Alright, so for tip number one, you want to go to the agenda, which is bottom right hand of the Myteam screen. You always want to check out these daily goals. Obviously you don't have to do them, just if possible. If it's possible that you can do them, you might as well do them. Get that little bit of extra MT and then you can scroll across to the weekly and monthly. And normally there is some pretty useful ones in there. Now lifetime, you can obviously get the tokens and the Myteam points. You see I've done a few, not too many, haven't really played Myteam that hardcore this year, but there is a few that you should do, and there's obviously a few that you shouldn't do, like the ball cards, that sort of thing, unless you're absolutely going for the collector level this season, which I obviously aren't. Alright, so next up we have tokens. This goes for everyone. Obviously you want to use your tokens not actually for the reward market, unless you're obviously going for that collector level again. As you see, I've made it all the way to Opal, but it's 750 tokens just for one player. I don't think it's worth it in my opinion, so I'm going to be using my tokens to purchase these lights out packs, which are 6 tokens and they give you 5 items every time, which can then be flipped for MT. The reason you go for the lights out is they have a pink diamond which is pullable, and they're 6 tokens per pack. Unlike some of these other packs, they're a lot more expensive, so I think if you ask around, most people will agree that lights out packs have the best value for tokens. So yeah. Next tip is going to be another obvious one, but it is obviously to not buy packs with MT unless you're a gambling person and want to have extremely low odds of pulling something good. Do not buy packs with MT no matter what. Only buy packs with tokens, and the packs you get by playing the game, logging in, that sort of thing, getting them for free. Do not use your MT on packs. Cannot stress this enough. And what's a way to earn packs? It's by playing the game. No, it sounds simple, but obviously playing the game is obviously a good way to earn MT, whether it's domination, triple threat offline. Triple threat online is probably the best one I'd recommend, just because the games are quick and you can earn MT pretty quickly, and you can get some free packs, and everyone knows that free packs are the best packs. So yeah, you can play unlimited, but it is a bit of a sweat fest, and I haven't touched unlimited, or that's due to my connection is pretty poor, so I just normally stick to triple threat. But yeah, triple threat online is definitely, I think, the best value to get MT in my opinion for playing the game. And obviously some challenges are good, like obviously play the spotlight challenges if you're a grinder. Get the free Kobe, get the free Larry Bird, free James Harden, free Hakeem, and they're pretty end game cards, so you won't find many cards better than them anyway. So if you're willing to put in the effort and the work, obviously do that, and you will get a lot of MT, and that MT will rack up as well as the tokens, which you can then spend to get packs and get more MT. These games are not easy, however. Some of them can be quite challenging, especially when you got to go against the Lakers and the Spurs and the Heat, which obviously are filled with Galaxy Opal type players. But yeah, so I suggest you start with just the regular spotlight sims and get some of those free players, those diamonds, and then Galaxy Opals, and then move on to the historic spotlight sims and then the Larry Bird games, because they do get harder, the teams get better, and you're going to have a pretty good team to get stops on defense. Offense, you should be pretty fine, especially if you get the Nets playbook and run quick through STS. I'm sure nearly everyone's heard of that. That's why the Brooklyn playbook normally goes for a little bit in the auction house, but it's not too bad to pick up. So just pick it up and then assign quick through STS as I'm showing you here. I think you go into offensive settings and you scroll down, you add the play, and then you should just, once you've added the play, you just tap L1 twice and that runs the play. And you can also assign the play to the player who you want. So if you are running an Evo, which is another good way of making MT, running evolution players, you can run it for them and they get easy points because the CPU does not stop it. It works about 90% of the time, so there is the odd occasion that they do stop it, but you score more often than not, so you should be able to pick up the win no matter what. Alright, so next up I'm going to be showing you some filters I've been using. This is how I've made a lot of my MT. This first filter I'm going to show you here, it's going to be a diamond shoe filter. What you want to do is search for diamond shoes and then set it to brand Adidas, and you actually want to buy all the non 3-point shoes that are diamond and Adidas. Then you can use the enable filter and it'll only bring up 3-point shoes left because they are the most valuable. So you want to make sure you have every other diamond Adidas shoe, and then you can filter out just the 3-point shoes. So if they're getting put up for cheap, you can snipe them, or you can invest in them, which is what I did quite a while ago. I bought a whole bunch for like 17, anywhere from like 15 to 20k, and you see now the minimum they're going for is like 24, 25k. I normally try to sell them around 28 to 30k. Normally one or so every now and then, but yeah, so that's a more of a high roller one if you want to get MT. If you have to have a bit of MT saved up, obviously, to buy all the diamond Adidas shoes that aren't 3-point shoes, which is quite a handful. But yeah, I do recommend that one and invest in if that's your go. This next one is going to be for more of the budget ballers. Just a simple heat check filter. You want to see what the minimum is they're going for. It's normally around anywhere between 2.5 to 3,000 MT. So you normally just want to set it for around 2,000 MT and then just snipe whatever comes up, buy it, and then put it back up for 3k or so. Yeah, it's pretty good, but obviously a lot of people sit on this heat check filter. It is quite popular, so you got to be quick on your timings and that sort of thing. You can invest as well and just buy like whatever the cheapest is going for, like 2.8k, and then list it up for anywhere from like 3.5 to 4k and just play the waiting game. But yeah, I do recommend this filter. It's quite good. You don't have to sit on it for ages. You're normally bound to find something sooner rather than later. So yeah, do that one if you're struggling to find MT or get MT at the start. If you're not starting out with the lot, that is. Alright, so for these next couple of filters, you're going to want to put the color on Galaxy Opal, theme to Prime Series 2, and then just chuck the minimum buyout on 500, and then just buy anything that pops up. I believe these cards are the Kevin Durant, Ben Simmons, and Oscar Robertson off the top of my head. I'm sure I'm going to pop them up here in a sec. Here they are, yep. And these all go for well over 100k. You see Kevin Durant was on about 240 there with a little bit of time left. And Ben Simmons has been expensive forever. Oscar Robertson's probably the cheapest one, but he still goes for around 200k, so it's still a good amount of profit. So if you manage to snipe one of them, you'll definitely make a lot. And then you want to do the same thing for Prime Series 3. So yeah, the players that you'll get there is Luka Doncic, Paul George, Lamar Odom. There might be a couple more, I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, same as Prime Series 2. If you snipe one, you're going to make a big chunk of profit. Some other filters I like to use is to check out the coaches. So you want to look for diamond and amethyst coaches and see what they're going for, and then just try to pick up a few snipes or put some low bids and hope that you win them. So for the diamond coaches, I believe there's Brad Stevens, Steve Kerr, Nick Nurse, and Greg Popovich. Yeah, you see that the cheapest is normally Brad Stevens and Popovich. Most expensive is Steve Kerr and like Nick Nurse, I think it was. But you actually want to check out these amethyst coaches as well, because they're quite rare, it seems like, and there's hardly any up on the auction house. And for people that want to do collector level and get the rewards for completing the coaches and that sort of thing, amethyst coaches are quite hard to come by. So if you manage to snipe one or pull one in a pack, don't just chuck it up for cheap. Make sure you check how much he's going for, because some of them go for crazy amounts, like Terry Stotts from the Trailblazers. Who's another one? Mike D'Antoni from the Rockets, Mike Malone from the Nuggets, and then there's Doc Rivers and Mike Budenholzer as well. So make sure to always check out the coaches, because not many people know about the coaches, and I've actually made quite a bit of MT off these coaches. Not even sniping them for buy nows, just chucking some bids on them and putting the max bid to a good chunk below the lowest buyout one, and then I flip them for easy amounts of profit. So yeah, I highly recommend checking out the coaches. But yeah, this last filter I'm going to give you guys now is just another budget one. If you're low on MT, it's just buying contracts, buying them low for like 250 and then flipping them for 350. Something like 70 or 80 MT per sell, but hey, if you're struggling, and you just got to pick up everything. You might get lucky though, and you see silver contracts at 250, you can normally flip them for about 400, 450, which is a little bit better. But yeah, this last thing that I've just recently not heard about is contract splitting. It's where people actually put up 20 contracts at once, and then you buy them, and then you can send them one by one to the auction. So it's actually splitting your contracts. And so I believe the minimum you can sell a stack of 20 for is 1,000. So you want to put the minimum on 1,000, then just look for the stacks and then try to buy them for low, and then send them to your collection, then send them to the auctions one by one. So yeah, that's why it's known as contract splitting. So because instead of sending 20, instead of selling all 20, you sell them one by one, and you make more profit that way. So you buy the stack of 20 and then you sell them individually, and you make profit. But yeah, that's just about going to be it. Don't want this video dragging on too long. Make sure to also stack up your VC. You see my VC's there over 70,000 now. I'm no money spent, never bought VC, never will. And you just earn it by doing your daily spins in my career, and maybe doing the goal of the day, like make one limitless 3-pointer or other things that give you like a bunch of VC. And also don't forget to download the app if you want. Like I think it's 400 VC a day. I know it's not much, but hey, you might as well stack up that VC as well, so then you save MT. So yeah, that's going to be it for me, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe if you guys enjoyed. I might be doing a pack opening soon, now that they're having this promo in Myteam called Next with like Galaxy Opal, LaMelo Ball, that sort of thing. So yeah, let me know if you want to see that. And that's it for me, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.